In the beginning of the afternoon, my daughter began to feel sad. In the midnight Saturday, my daughter was already dead after taking her last breaths in my arms. In the afternoon Sunday, my daughter was already in the tomb. About 7 days after the loss of my daughter, I was coming back from the military service. I am a retired officer of the military police, and I went into my house. When I went to the backyard, I heard a voice in the air. It was a rough and angry voice, which spoke to me this way. "Do you know the reason why you lost your daughter?" I began to look and to listen. A voice came from the air, and that voice said to me, "Believers are to blame. They are to blame about. You have lost your daughter." As I had stopped an outdoor worship meeting in front of my house, I was furious. I thought they are really to blame about. I have lost my daughter. I was with a great anger in that moment. It was anger against the believers, against the evangelical Christians. And I decided to end with them. I even said, whatever the cost, I will eliminate these believers. I will eliminate them indeed. And I put 6 bullets in my revolver. I also put 16 bullets in my pocket, and I took the machete too. So I went to the church. I tell myself, I know where they come together. And I went there. I arrived at the gate of the church. I gave a kick at that wooden gate and it broke completely. And I came into the courtyard of the church, but I had forgotten of grabbing the revolver. I arrived at the door of the church. I looked inside. The devil said to me, "Shoot inside. There is just one door to exit. Shoot inside and they will come out." So you cut their neck with the machete. I put my hands in the door and I looked inside, but I remembered that I had not grabbed the revolver. So I put my hand in my pocket in order to pull the revolver. But when I tried to pull it, my arm was static. My arm did not move. I did not have strength in my hands. My hands were fixed in the doorway. I could not speak. I lost my tongue. And I stayed there. I saw that the doorkeeper was asking me to come in. I could not speak. I could not go out from there. I could not move. I could not walk. I felt that big hand, a very big arm, took me from behind, between my legs, and pushed me toward inside of the church. I was transported, and I fell down in the doorkeeper's chair. I stayed there, and that voice talked to me. The heavens opened, and that voice talked directly to me. It called my name and said, "Adu, do you know who I am? I am Jesus. You will not do here what you were intending to do. I am Jesus. Today, you fell down in my hands." When that voice talked to me, I began to cry. It took me to pieces. It touched deeply my life. I was broken-hearted. That voice was veiled to me between the heaven and the earth. This life you live is a life of sadness and pain. That statement came to me and I shouted in the church. I said,